Welcome to Hater Proof for self-improvement and good listening parts. Remember to stay hater proof and stay tuned. If you're a hater, exit immediately. Has the new year washed off already? Have you dropped your New Year's resolutions like bad habits? Well, pick them back up. You've got work to do. This is only the beginning. Don't be a hater to yourself. That's right. Congratulate yourself on making it this far. Enjoy the show. The following is what happened so far in the new year. Currents. Headlines. On Monday, Japan was hit with 7.5 magnitude earthquake. At least 48 people were found dead. A relief plane hits a passenger jet, and evacuation was ordered. 2024 presidential election. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise endorses Trump for president. 2 weeks out from caucuses, DeSantis-Haley rivalry dominates the airwaves as Trump maintains front-runner status. Biden campaign hopes to make 2024 less about Biden and more about a contrast with Trump. Risk of U.S. electoral chaos could ensue after Trump is barred from another state ballot. GOP White House race is hitting its critical point. Nikki Haley tries to recover from her Civil War comments. She says she should have mentioned slavery first, but being from the South, it's a given for her to know the Civil War was about slavery. By the way, this year is to be a most political one with over 70 national elections being held throughout the year. The 10 most populous countries on the planet are expected to hold elections this year. It's a wonder with this year starting with the Ukraine-Russia war, Israel-Hamas war, Myanmar civil war, and the war in Sudan. Polar vortex is a headline. It's a low-pressure system usually at the poles of the Arctic and Antarctic. When it's strong, it keeps the cold air in the high latitudes, but when weak, the cold air spills out to other mid-latitude regions. Climate models are suggesting that the polar vortex is likely to strengthen during late January 2024. So, expecting some storms with that. I guess like in 2021 when Texas experienced a snowstorm. That's their prediction. Also in the headlines, there's a school shooting in Iowa. 1 killed, 5 injured at Perry High School. A teenage student was the shooter and died from a self-inflicted wound. It happened on the first day back from winter break, and the classmates are saying he must have been tired of the bullying. Said he had been bullied since elementary school, and then it started with his sister being bullied also. In the headlines, there's a story about reparations. Kind of. Opal Lee is deemed the grandmother of Juneteenth, was forced from her home, or was destroyed 80 years ago by a racist mob, and was given her land back in October 2023. They are raising money with Habitat for Humanity, who own the land, to build her a house back on that same land. I don't know if it's reparations, but it does seem to make sense that she gets that back. A Nevada defendant attacks judge during court hearing. So on January 3rd, 2024, a defendant was in a courtroom and was asking for probation and jail time. He said he was finally getting his life back together with a new job he had to go to and planned to continue his education. He was saying that jail time would set him back, and that he also was dealing with some mental issues. The judge said something along the lines of a taste of something or else is what he needed, and there he went. He jumped across tables and across the bench to get at her. He was hard to hold back too. Anyway, that was a hot topic, and he was hot and gave her a knuckle sandwich to taste. And that's it for the currents and the headlines. This is the solid episode. Solid as a rock. I'd like to give a solid to all the caregivers out there that don't take advantage of their clients. If you have grandparents or older parents who're just thrown into nursing homes or whatnot, just know that they can be taken advantage of if their caregiver is not well. Okay? Remember that Tyler Perry movie when that woman's husband was abusing her and ended up needing her to take care of him? Sister did not take the high road. She threw him in the bathtub, wet and shaking. That's one of my favorite movie scenes, by the way. I don't think I would have done that, though. I wouldn't have wanted to be around him at all. I would have hired a caregiver. And maybe that caregiver would have thrown him in the tub. Nah, but for real solid to the caring caregivers who don't mistreat their client. Okay, now for the holiday segment. January 6th is the Epiphany, where the manifestation of Christ is represented to the Gentiles by the Magi. That's in Matthew 2, verse 1 through 12. I guess some people submerge themselves in ice water to celebrate that holiday. And Orthodox Christmas Day is January 7th, where Orthodox Christians celebrate Christ's birth in line with the Gregorian calendar. And it works out that December 25th is actually a day in the Julian calendar, which predates the Gregorian calendar. So, Merry Christmas again. Let's play fact or opinion. Haters don't know any boundaries but their own. The world would be a better place without them. But some say they like their haters. I don't know. Is this fact or just my opinion? Here's my 2 cents, since you're still listening. There's some new things brewing. I can feel the bubblies, and I'm not just talking about my stomach after drinking milk that was supposed to be lactose free. I'm talking about something about to come up at the top, and it's brewing and bubbling, and it's ready, strong and hot. It's for who it's for, and that's my 2 cents. Final note. I just like to say that I am thrilled to do this again. I hope I get a lot more listeners so that I could cha-ching again. But I never cha-ching before with this. But it would be nice to. But I think I got to get to like 1,000 listeners. So anyway, that's my final note. I want to have more listeners listen. And it'll be worth it more and more and more. Thank you. Bye-bye now. This is the end, my friend. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Be brave, be encouraged, and always, always party responsibly. Thanks again. Listen again, and stay hater proof. Till the next episode.